Welcome back, guys, to my uncut. Well, I'm not proud to say this, and I would never will be. And each time I'm going to say this, every time I'm not proud of this. I have sinned again, twice in one day. I know, it's shocking. And each time I feel conviction, and each time I'm just sitting with Jesus, and He's talking to me, and we're talking back and forth to each other. And He's teaching me why I shouldn't do it. He's telling me why I shouldn't do it. He's giving me reasons why I shouldn't be doing it. It's fucking amazing, but it's like, I know. I know. He's like, I know you know. I know you know. But I'm telling you because I love you and I want you to stop. So yeah. So each time I do this, I record basically whenever I do this. So even if I don't feel convicted or I do feel convicted, I'm gonna record a video. It's just one day it's gonna be like, oh, I sin, or tomorrow it's gonna be like, oh, a regular day. Like, you may never know. And some people be like, but why don't you just record your regular day? Baby, that's 2 videos in one day. Like, I'll do it, but like, I don't got the storage for that. Don't be like, just record 2 videos. It's not that simple. Like, I legit have to tell my stepdad, you know what I want for my birthday? You know what I should have asked for Christmas? A camera. A camera. And I have a camera. Like, I have a Canon camera. But guess what it don't do? Power on. And if it do, it won't work. So, yeah. But let's pray. Because that was a little example of my day. But we're going to put that on pause and give God thanks and glory, even though I did it again. I'm just going to thank Him because this is an area in my life which I know a lot of people struggle in. And I'm going to be very specific with this sin. Me personally, I don't smoke cigarettes. So don't say, oh, I don't do meth. I thank God I don't do meth. I don't do crack. I don't do opioids. I don't do steroids. I thought about doing steroids, but it didn't look, when I see other people doing it and how their body just transform and how they back look, that's a scary sight to see. I'd rather be all natural. I'm sorry. And some people gonna be like, but I know this one lady, she big and she used steroids on her back, don't look like that. Do you think I care? Like, keep it 100. Do you think I care? No. It took one scary look of somebody's back on steroids to tell me, no, I don't care if it. I don't care if it look good on her. She on steroids. She know the side effects. She know the consequences. She know what it does to her hormones. She know what it. I'm doing it all natural. But anyways, yeah. Thank God, because that's an area of my life where I know I'm struggling, and a specific sin is smoking weed. And keep it 100 with y'all. I love the aroma. But I hate the conviction of sin, bro. Ugh. And he be like, but just ignore it. How would you feel, right? How would you feel if God took you off this earth and you just and he just ignored you? With no explanation, he just depart from me. Like, keep it 100. Like, that's how I feel, bro. That's how I felt. Like, if I don't do this, he's gonna ignore me. He's gonna say, "Depart from me, for which I never knew you." That's basically telling me I don't know you. Why are you here? Who are you? Me personally, I want him to know who I am, because I got family members that should have been with the Lord from the jump and refused to jump on the board with me. And I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. My family, I love my family. My family does not have a example of a holy household. What I mean by holy is my grandma has a Bible. She taught us how to pray. Yes, she did. But she also sinned, God forbid, most of her life. I don't know her story. But from my growing up with her to me now, she sinned most of her life. Constantly. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if she might be lukewarm. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. We don't talk about godly stuff in my family, and if we do, it's a problem. It's like everybody, I pray to God, but everybody get defensive, or everybody be like, "Oh, okay, I see it," then ignore it. I don't want that. AKA, why I don't ignore fucking conviction, because I'm telling you some real nigga shit, and you're ignoring me. That's crazy. So now I gotta be a real nigga and ignore you. That's crazy, right? You're gonna look at God crazy, right? You're gonna be like, what? But you ain't gonna say that because he's being a real ass nigga, bro. He keeping it 100 with you. So, me personally, I don't want him ignoring me. That man, no, I don't like being ignored. But if I gotta be ignored just for him to prove his point, by God means let it happen. He know I ain't gonna like it, but he know if it draws me closer to him, he's gonna have to do what he gotta do. So, this conviction that I'm feeling in my body, in my mind, in my soul, is strong as a motherfucker. Conviction ain't no fucking joke. Conviction ain't no joke, bro. Some people like, oh, conviction ain't shit. Conviction is like a tiny little speck. Bitch, no. No, it ain't. No, it ain't, because one thing about you is you know what conviction feel like. You just running from it. Me, I'm different. I embrace. I'ma tell the Lord I hate this shit. I'm gonna tell the Lord I hate conviction. I'm gonna tell him I hate that shit. But I'm gonna show him that I'm going to embrace it. See what you're trying to tell me. Sit with you while you're talking to me. Conversate with you through the conviction. Open my Bible and see what you're trying to tell me. That's how I get through conviction. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. Some days I just, I'm like, but the more you do that, the more conviction he has to put in front of your plate. So, I'm on, yeah. I'm like, I don't even know where I'm at. I'm not gonna lie. So I just start there. Yeah, we're gonna start from 33. You shall eat those things with each astronomy. I already googled what this word means. I forgot, but if you Google this word, I'm gonna underline it. If you Google it, you'll know what this means. I have to ask the Lord to break it down for me personally, but I know what it means. I just have to personally ask him to break it down. Like, I get it, but it ain't clicking my brain to get it. Like, oh, okay. What? You see, it was made after a obituary in the consecration, but an outsider shall not eat of them, because they are holy. And if any of the flesh for the ordained or of the bread remain until the morning, thou shalt burn the remainder with fire. It shall not be eaten, because it is holy. This don't make sense. I'm gonna keep it 100 with everybody. You see this? This is what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna say Exodus. This is what I'm talking about. In the last previous videos, I said Exodus verse 30 verse 2, which I definitely mean like, this is what I was talking about. What I'm talking about. Sorry. What I'm talking about. What I'm talking about. What I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to say this properly. Exodus 30 verse 2. Chapter 2. Exodus 30 chapter 2 verse 31 through 34. Oh, I did it. Anyways, yeah. So, that's what I got. Okay. That's what I got from this. Basically, Father God, whoever is watching this video or reading their Bible with me in this video, I pray that they ask for understanding like I've been to. Because I don't know what you're trying to tell me, but it's like right in front of me. But make it click for me. So let's break it down together. You shall take the ram of the ordination. So we're still on the goat. We're on the ram. If you know what a ram is, if you know what a goat is, they're like a ram is. If you know what a goat is, look at their horns and imagine the horns are like this. I can explain it. So something like this. That's a ram. Something like that. It's like a goat, but their horns are like pushed all the way back. It's curved back. That's a ram. That's what a ram is. Yeah. And boil its flesh in a holy place. Now, I'm trying to figure out, are they talking about the tent that they had to build for the Lord when he wanted to come down from the mountain, when the people of Israel didn't want to go to the Lord? Is he talking about that holy place? Or is he talking about the tent? He talking about it. Yeah. Yeah. They shall wait. Did I not say burn it? What the fuck? Sorry. Did they not say they had to burn something for the aroma? Yeah. I'm looking like right here. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm looking right here. If you know what palms is, you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like the paw of the goat, like the hand. Like the human hand, so like the palm. So like right here. That's what I'm thinking of. But yeah. Go in the holy place, and Aaron and his son shall eat the flesh of the ram and the bread that is in the basket in the entrance of the tent of the meeting. So the bread was already provided. I don't even break this down. I'm confused. The flesh of the ram and the bread that is in the basket entrance of the tent of meeting. So the bread was already provided. So they were supposed to have the flesh and bread for something? I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what this word means, but it means something. I know it means something, so I know what it means. I just cannot recall at this moment. Was made after ordained in the consecration, but an outsider shall not eat of them, because they are holy. Oh, wait, is that talking about me? Let me break that down for people. When I say they talking about me, they talking about being lukewarm. Like, oh, I don't know. But like, oh, like, but an outsider, which means you're holy. You know, you claim you're holy, but you're an outsider. That's what I got from that. I'm not gonna lie. Like, you say you holy, but you're an outsider. In the spirit, you're an outsider. You're not in order to be in the tent. You know what I'm saying? You're not fully in order to be in that tent. You're not fully in order to eat the food that I provided for Aaron and his sons. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm getting from this. So, yeah. And if any of the flesh for the ordained or of the bread remains until the morning, you shall burn the remainder of the fire, because it should not be eaten, because it is holy. What? This is what I'm talking about. This part right here. Hold on, I'm trying to do this in the camera. This part right here don't make any sense, bro. I'm keeping it 100. It don't make any sense. Basically, it says, if any other flesh of the ordained or of the bread remains until the morning. So after Aaron and his sons eat most of the meal, the leftovers, they would have to, if the leftovers remain until the morning, they shall burn the remainder of it with fire. So the leftovers they did not eat, they have to burn in the morning and burn it with fire. They ain't say throw it in the pit. They ain't say, throw it in the trash. They say burn that hoe. Nobody shall eat from me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's what he's saying, but you get where I'm trying to go with this. It shall not be eaten because it is holy. This whole verse right here don't make not a lick of fucking sense. Like, personally, do not make a lick of fucking sense, bro. Not a lick. It don't make sense. My life's work. Angel has my first Bible. So, ho, you have my life work. Don't forget that. Yeah. I don't know what this one is, so wait. It's regular food, but people think it makes them holy. Oh. That makes sense. It don't, but when I said it, it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. You guys will get another Bible verse later tonight. It's just he I don't even know when. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. The Lord says he wants all and every part of our attention. 100%. So in my head, I'm like, oh, so do that mean I gotta bring the Bible with me everywhere? And if you be like, oh, so the Lord is the Bible. No. The Lord's not the Bible. The Lord, this is a weapon. This is a mass destruction to everything and everyone. You know what I'm saying? But but it's the rising of everyone's downfall. Like the Lord will bring it down on your ass. You know what I'm saying? But if you come to Him while how could I explain it? If you don't know Him, you will constantly sin personally. And there's people out there who be like, oh, but I was born in the church. Yes, you are. But you are also human. You could be in a Christian household, in a Catholic household. There's people, there's legit people. What's his name? Mark Amazing. If you know who he is, you know who he is. I don't know his name. I'll probably, put it in the description. But he explained his testimony. And he was like, yeah, I was born into a Christian household. Like, I knew Jesus and I had a relationship with Jesus, but as I got older, I just slipped away from Jesus. And he explains what happened. Like, he explains how he got tempted, what tempted him, how he got to the point where he know he was tempted. It was honestly incredible. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be just like that. I basically what my stepdad said, he said you gotta have a market. You gotta have promotion. I'm like, the Lord is my market. The Lord is my promotion. The Lord is everything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this verse is like when an outsider thinks when an outsider sees a whole if I'm taking this out, but but basically an outsider is going to eat it because in their head, if I eat this, I'm gonna become holy. But an outsider should not eat it because they are holy. I hope that's what he's talking about. If he's not, somebody, drop it down in the comments, break it down to me. You know what I'm saying? We all are one in the Lord's eyes. We're not just, oh, you're this, you're that, you're this, you're that. Nope, we're all one. We are one huge happy family. We just got our own different minds, bodies, opinions, looks, sound, appearances, fashion wise. You know what I'm saying? We're all the same. But we're different. That's what makes Jesus love us, because we're different. We're the same, but we're all different. So, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. Dear Father God, whoever is across the screen, whoever is across the screen, understand that. Understand that they. I don't even know, like personally to understand that being. How can I say it? Basically, understand that being a Christian is a lot. And when I say a lot, I mean like you have to deny yourself every single day. And that's what homeboy had to teach me. Like, I'm not, I'm encouraging you guys to go check out his testimony. Like, he really breaks it down bit by bit. And that's what I want when I started this. But yeah. I want people to understand that being a Christian is not just, oh, we in there and we're done. That's what I thought, because I didn't have a perfect example of what a Christian really looks like, and how they supposed to act, and how they supposed to look, and how they supposed to treat other people. I didn't have that. I knew that by heart. Like, growing up, I was always told, treat people with kindness, treat them how you want to be treated, and I stuck to that. I treated everybody like, I might have my little downfalls, you know what I'm saying? I might say, look, if you use a little woo, you know what I'm saying? But I'm human, you know what I'm saying? I'm working with it. I'm working on it. But, I got my eyelashes. These hurt. But understand, being Christian is not all sunshine and rainbows. Some days you're gonna do something and feel so convicted that you have no choice but to go to the Bible, bro. And other days it might be a small conviction, like, oh, okay. Like, oh, let's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just small. Let's just, still acknowledge it, but be like, let's nurture it. You know what I'm saying? Like, conviction comes in many different sizes, shapes, and forms. You know what I'm saying? It's up to you guys to see it in his light and his perspective. And me personally, I'm at the point in my life where he tells me everything around you is a distraction. Your mind is a distraction. Like, my parents be like, what do you think? Da 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 da. Ask the Lord. Ask the Lord, I don't know. And so he told me, like, I have to focus on him in order to be in the center. Like, my family wants me to be here, but my mind's in there. And they're trying to figure out, we don't want her mind in there. We need her mind here. And I'm like, I can't do that by myself. And they were like, yes, you can. Stay focused. That's training, bro. That's training. And mind you, they be like, you have ADHD, so that's the reason why you can't focus. Yeah, but it's also training, bro. When you first open the Bible, you don't know what you're gonna do. You just gonna bounce through that hole. You gonna bounce through that hole, through the whole Bible. You're gonna be like, oh, this is what he's trying to tell me. Then close. Oh. Like, personally, I knew I had to start from John. Like, that's something I always knew. I had to start from John. Like I said, I knew Jesus, but I really didn't put him in the center of everything, if that makes sense. That's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to be an example for my mom, my brother, my sister, my grandma, my cousins, my aunties, their kids, my dad, that side of the family, the whole side of the family, both sides of the family. I want to be an example for both sides of the family. But every day God reminds me it's their choice whether they want to come into the light or be condemned. All he tells me to do, all you can do is plant the seed, make sure you, if I give you a little oomph and a little oomph, you know what I'm saying, about what life. I'm gonna make sure you're gonna put that little oomph in your life. Here, you need this. I'm gonna make sure you do that. So, yeah, basically, he has to be my center. I know if I take medicine, that shit gonna wear off, and I'm gonna be where I was the first time. And shit going, they be like, oh, you so centered, you so focused. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Do not piss me off, bro. And when they piss, like, I legit had to tell Dr. fucking Joseph, bitch, Dr. fucking Joseph, bitch. I had to tell her with my grandma in the office that, yeah, this medicine don't work. It wears off and I'm back to where I was in the clouds. And she's like, and my grandma's like, we don't need her in the clouds. We need her here. Is there any way you can up her dosage or, you know what I'm saying? And Dr. Joe was like, we can up her dosage, but it's up to her to take the pills. Thank you. There's nothing we can do. Like, thank you. But, bitch, I think it was like a 5 milligram to 10 milligram dosage. When I took that whole, y'all, when I tell you I was so focused, I didn't like it. I didn't like it. And they were like, what you mean? It helped you. It did. It did. But think about it once. Personally, my Adderall was different. I don't know. Everybody have different doses of Adderall. I'm going to keep it 100. I either had a 5 or 10 milligram dosage of Adderall. I don't know. I was young. I don't take it no more. That's how long it's been since I had Adderall. I was like probably 15, 16 down. So I was like, 17, 18. I took them pills for a short, like I started taking them pills in middle school, and after middle school I just rebelled. So I can't not recall how many milligrams it was. But when I tell you guys the amount, the strong, how can I explain it? Basically, the medication was so strong for a moment that it was weak at the end. Personally, I was so weak at the end, and my friends be like, "Oh, we like you like this. You do so well. Your grades, bitch. I can do better without this shit, bitch. What? Fuck. No disrespect to my family, but fuck y'all. Like, when I say fuck y'all, I'm talking about the sin. Like, y'all legit tried to implant a sin that I know did not work. I know it fucking worked. But do I hate them for that? No. You know what I'm saying? They just want the best for me. But I know the Lord knows what's best for me, and I agree with the Lord. I don't need that shit. I need the Lord to be in the center of what? Everything. Well, guys. Oh, well. Okay, guys. That's like a little bit of part of my testimony. And there's more coming. I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. I've been crushed in the spirit. I've been crushed in the spirit a little bit. It's like the third time in 3 days, in 2 days. Yay. Bruh. This is a different day. But yeah. Talk to you guys tomorrow.